That is true. That is true. No more monkey business this time's round, but they're probably going to be banning out. I'm guessing that it's either they leave open the export or ban it out. I would expect them to ban it out, but Selena, very traditional, very understandable. Team looking to reply. Was there anything else that was really a hindrance for the team in the previous game? I wouldn't say. I feel Akai is situational regardless, so that's not too much of a concern, but I want to see Team like bring out the big guns, you know? Bring out the meta draft, bring out the things that we saw from yesterday and really start popping off.
There's still a lot of things to take in. I guess now is the question of like, do they leave the export for themselves, or is the chance of the TERCEMAR taking it for their very first pick? So no Roger. I think this is very much target banning on the members of the TERCEMAR. Meanwhile, one more left from the side of the Indonesian side. So definitely a very huge respect ban that they've already given into, but since they've already won game number 1, not to say that they have too much of a concern for what they have drafted early on.
Yeah,
maybe the lane.
Maybe the lane. There is a good opportunity that that Claudia Pixie is going to go for it. We did see it yesterday, so no surprise. That's Cho going to be the ban here. Xborg wide open.
Okay, now there's Xborg. We've mentioned Jawhit, Kaja, Kufra, some of the things that can't go wrong as a first pick. But ideally, you want something that's really hard-hitting, if you can get it. And last game, they managed to pick up the Paquito. Honestly, it was slightly underwhelming on maybe the starting point, which he got punished a lot. It's not exactly his fault to say.
True, but I gotta give them props. The Paquito is one of the few heroes that has some great 1v1 capabilities, and Xborg being a very oppressive style of EXP or side laner, it's very frustrating. The fact that he not only broke the Firaga armor, but put him down at literally 10% of his HP is already an achievement of itself. There we go. The Xborg pick coming in from the team from the Philippines. TERCEMAR now looking to respond.
So far, if you were to actually have an Xborg on the enemy side, you just want to make sure that somebody has been able to actually handle him, not only in the lane, but in certain team fights where if you have to actually pull a little bit of a lockdown, you just have to go in. So that's where Harley will probably look to really split onto the side lanes, and that's where he will be expecting the Xborg. So if the Harley does get way too ahead, then Xborg can be absolutely nullified, or even better yet, brick wall it with the Alice, comes in with a butt and you could definitely go toe-to-toe against each other.
It's a really smart idea, because having mages on your side, especially those that have mobility, you have ways to get away from the last insanity, you have the ways to get away from the fire stokes, and more importantly, you have access to an item that's beneficial, which is going to be the Winter Truncheon that both Harley as well as Alice can take advantage of. Now, okay, they lock in the Ling again this time around. Do they want to look for a support, maybe even a mage that can look to try and lock down Kaja, Eudora? A lot of good options on the table.
Lots of choices. Farsa is good.
Farsa's not bad as well.
Farsa seems to be a very legit option, but Lunox will be the pick of choice.
Okay. I mean, Lunox doesn't have the range of Feather Airstrike, but at the end of the day, she is like a guarantee for the later stages of the game.
Indeed.
As well.
Yeah, and overall, this is a very solid skilling composition, but back to the question, is early game going to be a huge problem for them? Because we saw TERCEMAR really go amping up the ratio. But now that they have, Alice, it also means that she'll take her sweet time. She needs items up before, doing anything, especially the Clock of Destiny or buying a little bit more time. Harley, though, that's the major threat here that we're going to be looking at.
I feel like they're debating on whether or not they should get a Kaja of some sort. Because again, you've got two major targets that you can easily take out. Oh no, they're going to go with the Akai once more, having more disruption rather than hard lockdown to combo with the Harley. Alright, definitely understandable here. Let's see what the second phase of bans is going to start looking like.
We're going to be starting off with the bans. So if we look into the support department, or somebody is tanky enough, Well, I guess
When the
export
body
can
suffers,
need a little bit
your
of help.
team is
But
banned.
I'm actually legitimately surprised Vendetta got all the way through. And we didn't spot her out.
I mean, there are other priority picks on the table for these creators. So it's like, to me, I'm like, okay, sure, you let the Benedetta go, you let the Benedetta through. She's not like an X-Borg where you could really start crushing games. Benedetta is just the Swiss Army knife, fits into every composition, does her job splendidly.
So,
Your team
Oh,
is
they found out Kaja!
yeah, oh, great move though. Like, this is one of the things that can disrupt it. But then again, if they were to go for the Kaja, like, you kind of have this overload of magical damage going on for the side of the Chima as well.
True.
So it's not really the best effective item builds that you're going to be looking at that probably will affect the tempo of play. So Anapolos, he's got a few things that he can possibly do now. You got an Akai with the Hurricane Dance, you got Hardly that can actually assassinate. Maybe add another AoE. That doesn't seem too bad of an idea.
Yeah, Claw doesn't seem too bad, but the real question is whether or not... Ooh, Saber once more, probably going into the side lane like you Sabers traditionally do, especially when Bolos is the one going to be playing it. Hopefully it's not a repeat of yesterday where Bolos is basically just trading one for one every single time he gets ganked in the lane. It's pretty annoying.
Maybe he might do that. So that, you know...
We'll see. We'll just have to wait and see. But Keto, once again, going to get picked up. One more pick to finish up the lineup from team.
So long as I can breathe,
Okay.
my fight goes on.
I guess there's a little teaser with words in the background.
Hey, you gotta make sure there's flavor in the game, you know? Gotta have those sick voice lines, and especially, you know, those good voice lines. But here we go. Oh,
is picking.
Mincetar?
Okay. Show is on. I guess they just really want to find that pick off, especially when they can actually open up the King's Calling, get some of them trapped over and within, so they can't really dash out. Then slowly look to switch the pen tempo up by going for a huge engage. Granger though for Bagas DC. So, what are your thoughts on Granger's current state of game?
Well, I think Granger is still very staple in the meta, does a really good job in the early game, doesn't scale as hard compared to the other marksmen towards the later stages, but his mid to early is really, really good and can be used, his ult can be used as utility to slow down his opponents, get that information, and allow the team to come in from an off angle for that big engagement, which I think is going to be important, especially since Escott is going to be on this Mincetar. If Mincetar drops that King's Calling in the middle of the fight, catching Saber, Harley, literally everybody from the side of the TERCEMAR, they all have a dash ability or a mobility ability at the end of the day.
Yeah, that's definitely a very fair point as well. And for team, they also do have pretty much huge areas where they can now also cover. So when it comes down to mobility, that's pretty much checked up as well. Maybe for Mincetar, once he goes in, kind of hard to come out, but there is certain chances out there. Not saying that there isn't. So, who do you guys think? We'll take game number 2. Will it be TERCEMAR with 2 elite or team? Oh, another reverse sweep potential, I guess.
Maybe.
So, it's time for us to head into Career Games Rise to Greatness with Facebook Gaming.
All right, let's get this show on the road here. Let's see how they're going to be playing overall, to see if they're going to be okay with the amount of pressure that they're expecting from Team here. But the TERCEMAR, they're going to be looking for the big plays. They're going to be looking for opportunities to pick them off. Team. Unfortunately, we'll have to wait till level 4, and that's going to be the Mincetar. He's got no way to escape, forcing out that flicker here with the help and priority of this Alice from the top side.
Not too shabby after all. At least they make it out safely. Well, Aaron now will have the wave shot on top of him, but oh, Papa though.
Okay.
Getting a good chunk of health off of Aaron.
Really good 1,000-pounder there. Really good 1,000-pounder. I didn't expect Aaron to take that much damage and more importantly get chunked out that much. However, there is the help of Anapai who's just behind him as well, continuing to rotate across the map to make things work.
Yeah, and Papa now heading towards the bottom side. I think he definitely is suspecting that majority of the members of team will be heading downwards for this river crab. But That's where Anabaye is just for some big bait, but it's H2O there that gets the kill.
Oh!
And just by no connection though.
Oh, wow. That was a huge hook. That was a huge hook from Escott there. And even, you know, you see Claudia come in. There's nothing much that she can do despite using her ultimate as well to try and disengage the rest of the team, but none really connecting there. Wow. Wow, what a great hook that was.
Hopefully that goes into the highlight reels right after this.
Yeah,
So,
hopefully it does.
Now, number 1 for game 2.
Turtle going to be trying to take away, but Deadly Magic on top of Escott so far. The Brilliance already popped. Harley getting the Mincetar. No big deal, but Aaron, he's in trouble. Flickers on out of there as H2O. He needs this purple buff. Anabai looking to respond here to say hello, but it's already done. He's going to be able to use the hat trick to get on out of there. Anapapa is going to be traded off. However, Rena J trying to go in from the flank ends up losing his own life in the process instead.
Yeah, it's too far for any of the members of the likes of team to follow up. Now they really have to respond to the Drake as well. Well, the Turtle. And here comes Escott going in. And that's the Turtle, as well as the kill being secured by the side of the team. Meanwhile, Escott slowly escorting the rest of them, coming back. And so I guess team recuperates very, very strongly.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. They need to learn the habits and kind of play styles of the TERCEMAR first before they could start looking for the opportunities to kind of go over their heads in these cases. But let's see how this is going to play out, because again, Paquito is dominating this bottom side of the map, and we haven't seen TERCEMAR really go for anything just yet. Like you can see, Akai, he rotates down and towards that riverside, sees Esgut, and then it's like, they know now, so we got to play this a little bit slower. Deadly Magic already being used, but the Brilliance is able to dodge the second proc of the Deadly Magic.
That's really important why they actually go in for this last pick, so that there is that safety net. But speaking of safety net, Aaron now getting in trouble. He does pick up that room, but that's not going to be helping him out. Order of Brilliance have already been popped, so TERCEMAR finds another one in the bag. Good going for them, and they also counted the timing of the flicker as well. And here comes another invade.
Looks like they back away straight off. They know they don't have mid priority. The side lanes are coming in. They can't afford to lose that EXP. Saber isn't there as well. However, this mid lane continues to be frustrating as Renajay wants to be aggressive. Oh, Anapolos, he wants to find a target here. He's already chunked down onto Escott. Is the triple sweep coming out? Are we expecting to see the big play? No, they back off, but here comes the big side. Oh, he's cut that edge of the wall. Calling it comes down. Can he actually go for the triple sweep? Yes, he does. Instantly popping him. 4 ultimates for 2 kills. Worth it.
Oh boy, H2O. I don't know what to say. He possibly had some little bit of a gap there to actually make it out. But you really gotta give the credit all to Papa.
Yep.
Like, it's not easy to catch any sort of lane, and that's the start.
It's one way of calling it. His reaction time, you gotta give it to him. He is fast. Like, he does not miss a beat in those situations. Escott trying to get in on, trying to reset the turtle. It works out. That's so unlucky for the TERCEMAR right now. But as you can see, they want to go for the fully on engagement. Looking for Rena J, who gets hit by Den. Escott unfortunately must be sacrificed to the TERCEMAR at this point of time. Hurricane Dance a little too good. Anapapa does not, as I say again, miss a beat.
Not at all. So far, all looking all too good. 6-4. Only slight differences in goal. Meanwhile, just looking at Renajay, he doesn't really have the flicker left available for the moment, so gotta wait for a while before going in for another commitment in towards the turtle. But good news is that that's gonna take 80 seconds. Meanwhile, turtle takes a lot more. So Anapapa was actually going for a steal. I believe that was a flame shot being thrown right there by Anabai. And he won't be able to actually snatch it away, but very valiant attempt nonetheless. Now Saber though. Okay. The Saber has yet to get too much out of all these team fights, but if he were to go for anyone, it's probably the lane, but it's not so clear-cut.
Yeah, I don't think it's so clear-cut as well. I think, taking out Aaron or H2O would be great regardless. Those are his main two primary targets. But you can see that now both teams are showing each other respect. They're like, at any point in time, we could lose this if we give them the lead. H2O now gets onto it's Anagol who's winning the fight regardless. H2O not even having to use his ultimate there, but Anabai rotates just behind him. He's got no hat trick this time round. He's gonna be stuck as God. Gonna be there as a predeterminer, but Anapapa getting two against the wall. What a combo! King's Calling is going to be pulled down, but the Flamestokes are going to help with the brilliance to finish them off. This is what we were talking about. One mistake was all it takes to turn the tables around. Team, bring it back with a score of 8-7 from TERCEMAR.
You know, this feels like the grand finals already, my friend.
It sure does.
And that's a little bit of flex. Renegade just flashing that, you know, guys, we're trying to keep us already. You haven't heard this about yet. Renegade's going to be getting a lot more action in the MPL Philippines.
Well, and I can't wait to see that happen. But for now, let us see how this is going to conclude. Calamity Reaper on Anabai. Very big item here. Endless battle onto Anapolos as well. Or it could be the War Axe. I didn't see that very clearly. But here we go. Escott again hit by the triple sweep. And a KO punch coming in from Renegade. But before the combo goes on long, Anapapa gets in the way with his ultimate. That's going to push the entirety of Team away unless Ling tries to go for another steal. Nope, a little too late. TERCEMAR quick on the button.
Yeah, and there's just no way that team could possibly snatch this one off. You know, Anapapa still hoping for a little bit of a roam coming in from the Lunox. This might just be a very sick dive if they could actually pull this one off. Still has the Order of Brilliance available, so Anagao now tries to pop the blood. Now getting chased upon. How much time can be bought here? Tempest drops are in, catches nothing instead. Anagao makes it out alive.
Oh my goodness, they wasted 2 ultimates there to try and maybe catch this Alice, but it has not been working out for so long. They need to come up with a new plan. They need some fresh ideas because right now they are not getting outclassed, but the macro play and decision-making triple sweep coming out on towards Renegade, instantly putting him down into the dirt with the help of backup, who probably wasn't necessarily needed there, but it's good to have the security.
Yeah, and right now we do see more of the defensive builds are being brought right forward as well. Here comes the big flank! And H2O finally gets this one in the back. Now with the Tempest as well. Claudius getting a 1-versus-1. Getting juked instead. Here comes the Flame Shot, landing, but he still stands tall. Oh no, H2O, he's got to get out of that. Anabai, he's trying to take him out. No, he gets pulled back just in time. He wasn't able to pick up H2O. His 5-2-2 score, way too juicy to give up here. The shutdown gold will be immense, but Gaul, he did this yesterday. He manages to proxy the waves. If you're not going to come and fight me, that's totally fine. I'll just farm your waves directly from the base. And it's so hard to actually answer that. You don't really want to go ahead and collapse upon the Alice so many times. And speaking of collapse, here comes the Blood Oath on top. And the rest of the members of team, they're getting flushed out by the Hurricane Dance. Now trying to recuperate as well. Renegade going for the dive, looking for the kill. It's staying up by the Paquito. Last Society looking for Papa as well. The Flicker comes right in. Paul is now looking for the hunt. Paraevo now running for his life. And team, they finally get members all being shut off by TERCEMAR. It's going to be 4 members sustaining it all from the energy side. Meanwhile, team only has 2 more left. Holy! I mean, this game cannot get any better than this. Oh no, Anabai, is he actually going to win this? He's going for the full 1v1 flame shot for the win. Anabai wins out his 1v1 against H2O. No retribution. Unfortunate for him, but flame shot gets him the damage he needs. Are you kidding me? Anabai! He's too good. That is too good. It's literally in his name. Anabai, the best son. Best son. Truly, best boy. Best boy. Best boy for sure. Oh, wait, no. Are they setting up this play? Oh, they hit into the brush the entire time. They have no idea. No! He gets caught up in rotation!
situation here. What a big brain play from the Jamar. So big brain, taking advantage of their priority to get deep into the jungle. But now, Team, they have to turn this round. Paquito going straight into KO punches is not enough. Anapapa going to lock in S-God. No Kings calling for you, boy. The Jamar dominate this side of the map. And Anago with the flank to tell him no, not even the jungle is yours. Anabai, he's still going in though. Deadly Magic on top of Aaron. He's getting those autos. Great brilliance. Good timing on the brilliance. But the Lord has been slain. And now Team is in a dire situation. It's do or die from here on out.
Well, it looks like you might just be fish in the barrels right now.
Yeah.
Like, after all these massive plays that they tried to pull out, but Team, they get outplayed. Like, I think face checking is the one thing.
I mean, that's not even,
But
to be
the
fair.
1 versus 1s were something else.
Yeah, I would say the 1 versus 1s definitely showed a lot more skill compared to the big brain down by bottom side. And but I do appreciate both, you know, the micros and the macros. The question is whether team can actually hold out long enough here. And in terms of scaling, I would make a huge argument that right now the Jamar, they scale way better. And here comes the King's Call, and Escott trying his best to find a hook, but the Deadly Magic's already on top of him. He should be okay. He's been building tank this whole game. Last Insanity hasn't been used just yet. They lose an inhibitor, but that's okay with the Jamar. They just want to threaten the Crystal on team.
And there's also minions coming in towards the lower portion of the map as well. Rumbles will be able to make the cut. The Chairman now doesn't really have too much pressure, and we get pressure here. Renegade goes in for a dive, and there goes.
Instantly being popped. What else can you say about that? Triple sweep coming in, having the hurricane dance on top of it as well. Like there's no way he was getting out of that. No real world would allow him to live there.
Agreed. And
okay,
whoa, that's a good one. Lots of sanity, and they're looking for the hunt. Where did that one come from? Escott now trying to hold the format. Fairway Blade is trying to make a run for it. Papa still has one thing on HP.
Okay.
Oh.
He's fine.
Oh.
He's fine.
Okay.
I need to know the items. What does Aaron have? He has Impure Rage, but my God, was he about to 3-tap that Harley? Oh, that's why she just has 3 core items down as she's slowly building up to the Holy Crystal. She rushed the Divine Glaive to give her that raw damage against Anabaye. That explains so much.
Oh, that's one hard-hitting Linux, I'll tell you that. Copy the bill right now. This is what you need to do from time to time.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Bagas DC, Claudia, she's gonna be on her way.
She already has the Malefic Roar as well, so this could be a pretty good situation for the Jamar here. But let's look at the 1v1 back up top. Anabaye up against the man in the myth, the legend, H2O. He dies off anyway. The mechanics, Anabaye defeats H2O in that 1v1 again. And unfortunately, Flame Shot makes a significant difference when it comes to the micro mechanics, prevents him from getting that dash in. And now Anapapa does decide to try and get into that backline, but Anapolis is taking way too much damage from that triple sweep. The King's Calling is stopping him from going any forward. Finally, Anapapa goes in for that ultimate as well. They manage to pull through a call in the front. That's it. That's game. There's nothing more to say. The Jamar with a clean 2-0.
Say what? The Jamar here